and use our ball, or if you don't have a ball, use your block. And let's come on over and roll down. And we're going to start with just a few slow breaths. So as you place your back down on the floor on your mat, roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and start to gently press the low back down and release. And let's do a couple more, just nice and slowly to wake up the spine and spread the toes. And we're going to start to slowly lift the hips just a little bit, feeling how gravity is pulling us down. And then press the low back down again, rolling all the way down. And keep going. Start to reach the arms with the hips up. And go up and down a few more times. And let's do two more. And we're going to hold the hips and the arms up, reaching over the head or out to the side a little bit. And take a couple more breaths, lifting the hips even higher. And then slowly lowering down. And we're going to bring our hands behind our head. And let's take the right elbow to the left knee and keep going. Side to side. And a couple more. And then let's try our regular crunches, lifting and lowering. Squeezing the legs together. And then last one. And then we're going to do regular bicycles, elbow to knee, stretching the leg out. And then last one. And we're going to put our head down, bring the arms down, feet down. Let's roll the hips up again. Walk the shoulder blades a little bit closer and take a few slow breaths, lifting the hips even higher. And then we're going to bring our back down. And we're going to lift the legs up 90 degrees, arms straight up over the chest. And so we're going to do this dead bug thing. So we're going to take our right arm over the head as the left foot comes down, bring it back up and switch. And we're going to do a few of these. Kind of resist the movement as you bring the leg and arm down. Feeling the evenness in the back. And a few more. And to make it even harder, take the leg a little farther away from you. And last one. And then we're going to put our feet in, bring our arms down. Let's roll the hips up again. Walk the shoulder blades closer so that the arms are pressing down. And now we're going to lift our right leg up and bring the foot down and the left really stretching through the heel. Let's do that a couple more times. Right leg and then the left leg. One more time to each leg, the right one and the left one, and then lifting the hips even higher. Take another breath. And now we're going to find our ball and roll it underneath our back and feel how the pelvis can relax. Take a couple of breaths, just releasing the spine. And then we're going to bring the legs back to 90 degrees and take our arms straight up. And let's lift the legs up. And we're going to bend, take the legs straight out, arms over the head, and then back up. And stabilizing on the ball. And 5 more. And then we're going to bring the legs up, arms come down, and point and flex the feet. And we're going to make circles with our feet. And let's circle them in the opposite direction. Kind of wake up the ankles a little bit more, the top of the feet. Now we're going to open the legs out slowly, slowly, and bring them back in. And let's see how our hips and inner legs are doing. And one more like this. And the next time we're going to add on reaching the arms through the legs. And then over the head as the legs close. And 2 more. And let's try our happy baby, holding your ankles or the feet and just let the back relax, rolling the shoulders down. And 3 more breaths. And we're going to bring our feet together, Baddha Konasana. And a couple more breaths. And then let's release. We're going to put our left foot down on the mat and take a hold of behind the right thigh and start to resist as you straighten the leg and bend just super slowly. You could walk the left leg out a little bit if you can. Keep pressing the left foot down, and let's do a few more. And 2 more. And this time, let's hold the leg straighter, a little bit straighter, and take a few more breaths, extending through the heel. And then let's release and switch legs. So right foot down, hold the back of the left thigh. And when you're ready, start to straighten the leg and slowly bend, resisting the movement. This is going to help us open up the back of the legs a little bit more and keep the hips in alignment. And 2 more. And hold the legs straighter for a few more breaths as you press the right foot down, feeling this resistance. Couple more breaths. And then let's release. So now both feet are going to press down. We're going to roll the hips up off of the ball. Walk the shoulder blades closer together. Maybe holding the feet. A couple more breaths, stretching the spine. And then let's move the ball out of the way for a second. And we're going to put the back down and put the ball between the knees and bring the legs up 90 degrees. And arms are in a T. We're going to slowly take the knees to the right, almost touching, and hold. So we're trying to keep the left hip down even though, it's coming up, resisting the movement. And then going to the other side. We're working on our waistline. And a few more breaths on this side. Let's try it again. We're going to bring our knees over to the right this time. Let them come all the way down to the side. And keeping the hips in alignment, we're going to take the right hand on top of the left thigh and roll the head over to the left and breathe. Feel that lengthening across the chest and the arm. And we're going to start to slide the left arm up over the head, keeping the top of the hand on the floor. So we've got to open the shoulder blade a little bit, pressing into it. Take another deep breath. And then super slowly bringing it back out to the side. Really good. Let's try it again. Same arm. Left arm, staying, just dragging it up there, keeping it on the hand on the floor. Taking a couple of breaths. And then back out to the side with the arm. And head back to the center. Now let's go to the other side. Knees are going to gently come over to the left, all the way down to the floor. Left hand on top of the right thigh. And start to reach the right arm out. Head over there to the right. Feel that shoulder blade pressing into the floor. And now we're going to start to drag the arm all the way up, straightening the arm. Slowly, slowly. And then slowly back down. We're going super slowly on purpose. So we've got to keep the alignment in the shoulder as well. Let's try that one more time. Slowly reaching the arm all the way up over the head. A couple of deep breaths. And then we're going to bring it back down to the side, out to the side. And let's bring our head to the center. And now our knees are back to the center. And we're going to lift the legs straight up. So our heels are pointing toward the ceiling. Take another couple of breaths and just notice. So we're going to bend the legs, and with the ball between the knees, putting the feet down, again rolling the hips up. And taking 3 more breaths. And then let's roll down, and we're going to take that ball out of there, and let's roll over to the side and come on up. And we're going to sit cross-legged. And just forward fold, reaching forward, let the head go. Breathing into the spine. And let's walk the arms to the right. And then over to the left. Take another deep breath. And back to the center. And let's come on up. And we're going to roll the shoulders down and twist to the right. One more breath. And let's twist to the left. Nice deep breaths. And let's come back to the center, right hand down, left arm over. And press the left hip down. And let's go to the other side, left hand down, right arm over. Right hip presses down. We're going to come back up, twist to the right again, roll the shoulders down, and then reach the right arm up as we lean toward the left leg and breathe. And let's come back up, right arm comes down. We're going to twist to the left, roll the shoulders down, and then here we go with the left arm reaching up over to the right leg, and we're rolling the chest open. And then let's come back up and bring the arm down, and we're going to come to the center here and reach the arms all the way up. Let's clasp our hands, straighten the arms out, lean to the right, and then over to the left. And we're going to try that again, leaning to the right, lengthening the arms, rolling the chest open, and then leaning to the left, same thing. Lengthening, rolling the chest open. And let's come back to the center. We're going to reach the arms all the way out, flipping the palms up, rolling the shoulders down. We're going to turn just the head to the right. Look at the right hand. And then slowly over to the left, tracking the eyes, looking at the left hand. And back to the center. And now reaching forward, another forward fold, taking a couple more breaths. Release the spine. And last deep breath. And let's come on up. And we're gonna make our way over to hands and knees for some cat-cows. And let's do one more. And then neutral spine. We're going to take our right leg back, curl the toes under and press through the back of the leg. And let's switch legs and take the left one back there, extend through the heel. And then back to the center. Let's come into our child's pose. And keep lengthening the arms away from you and come into puppy pose. 3 breaths. And sphinx pose down on our belly, bending the arms. And let's lengthen the spine here as we roll the shoulders down. And a couple more deep breaths. And then half arm plank. One more breath. And let's come into our child's pose. And then downward dog. And press out the feet, press out the heels. Kind of watch your heels as they come down for the alignment so that we can really open up the calf muscles and the Achilles. And then we're going to lift up on our toes, bend the knees, take a deep breath. And let's walk to the top of our mat. Come into a deeper forward fold. And then coming all the way up, reaching out and up. And hands to our heart. Let's roll the shoulders down, twist the upper body to the right, and then to the left, back to the center, inhaling up, exhale, forward fold, right leg steps back, and let's reach our left arm up in our twist. Come back to down dog, and take a deep breath. Now let's lift the right leg up, step the leg forward, and the left. Let's come halfway up, exhale, forward fold, and inhale up, really reaching up a little deeper back bend to lengthen. Hands to our heart. Let's twist the upper body to the left, and then to the right, back to the center, inhaling up, exhale, forward fold, left leg steps back, and now right arm reaches up in our twist, and then we're coming back to down dog. Left leg lifts up and steps forward, and the right, halfway up, forward fold, and inhale all the way up. Hands to our heart, and take a deep breath. Let's inhale up, exhale, forward fold, right leg steps back, This time knee comes down and reaching up for crescent lunge and coming into a little deeper of that back bend. And then twisting to the left, cross the arm over, hands together. And we're going to curl the right toes under, lift the right leg up, extend through the back of the leg, and right hand down, left arm up, and coming back to down dog. Right leg lifts up, steps forward, and the left, halfway up, forward fold, and inhale all the way up, reaching up, and hands to our heart, and take a deep breath. Now we're going to do the other side, inhaling up, forward fold, left leg steps back, and bring the knee down, arms up for crescent lunge, opening the chest. And then we're twisting to the right, cross the arm over, hands together. Let's curl the toes under and lift the left leg up, extend through the back of the leg, and left fingers down, right arm up for our deeper twist. And then back to down dog. Left leg lifts up and steps forward. And the right, halfway up. And then Utkatasana, bending the knees, reaching forward. 3 breaths. And let's come all the way up into our back bend. And hands to our heart. And take another deep breath. We're going to lift the right knee up. And let's do our can-can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warrior 3, right leg back. And warrior 1, stepping the right leg all the way back, squaring the hips. 3 more breaths. And arms reach forward, right fingers down, left arm up. And both arms up, palms together over our head. And then let's clasp our hands behind us, humble warrior. Inhale and forward fold, 3 breaths. And let's come up in our back bend and open the throat. And then reaching up back to warrior 1. Take another deep breath. And let's step forward and come back, hands to our heart. And take a deep breath. And now let's switch legs. So left knee comes up. We're going to do our can-can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warrior 3, left leg back. And back to warrior one. Arms up, 3 breaths. And arms reach forward, left fingers down, right arm up. And both arms up, palms together over our head. And let's clasp our hands and come into humble warrior. Inhale and exhale, forward fold, 3 breaths. And we're going to come all the way up into our back bend, opening the heart. And let's come back to warrior one, reaching the arms out and up. Take a deep breath. And now stepping forward, hands come to our heart and take a deep breath. We're going to lift the right knee up. Let's come into dancer, holding the right foot. Left arm reaches up. 3 more breaths. And we're going to take our right leg back again, warrior 3. And 1 more breath. And let's bring the leg forward and we're back in Tadasana. And let's switch and lift the left leg up so we can come into our dancer pose. Right arm reaches up. And 3 more breaths. And now our warrior 3, left leg back. And 1 more breath. We're going to step the leg forward and we're back in our Tadasana. And let's come back to Utkatasana. And then forward fold. Walk back to down dog and take 3 breaths. We're going to lift our right leg up behind us, 3-legged dog. Let's bend the leg and straighten 5 times. Keep pressing the palms down, so we're really helping that left calf muscle. And then we're going to put the right foot down and switch. Left leg lifts up, 3-legged dog. Bend the leg and straighten 5 times. Last time. And then left foot comes back down. And let's come into a regular plank. 3 breaths. And now we're going to come all the way down, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. And our 5 cobras. And 2 more. And now let's come all the way down, arms over our head, and take a couple more breaths as you lengthen. And we're going to reach our arms out in a T. Take our right ear toward the mat. And now we're going to start to lift our left leg up behind us, lengthening the right arm out. And a couple more breaths. And then let's come down, bring that leg back down and switch. So left ear on the mat. Reach the right leg up behind you, lengthen. And 2 more breaths. And now we're going to come down, bring that leg down, and let's put our hands underneath our thighs, point the toes, lift the right leg up, and slowly bring it down, and then the left leg lifts up, and bring that down. Now we're going to lift everything up, inhaling up, slowly exhale down, and 4 more. And we've got 1 more. And let's press ourselves back to our child's pose and take 3 more breaths. And we're going to sit up on our heels and twist to the right. And then twist to the left. And back to the center. Let's come to hands and knees, and we're going to do our bird dog. Right leg lifts out behind us, left arm in front, squaring the hips, and flex the foot. So you're stretching the leg out a little bit more, couple more breaths. And then we're going to release and switch the leg and the arm, flexing the left foot, lengthening and breathing. And then let's put that down. We're going to lift our arms up so we're on our knees, a little back bend. And then hands come back down. Let's come back to our downward dog. And let's lift the right leg up. We're going to come into warrior 2. And a few more breaths. And then reverse, left arm down, right arm up. And we're going to bring both arms out to the right and roll the chest open. And then back to reverse, left arm down, right arm up. And let's bring the fingertips down on the inside of the right foot or hover. And feel that stretch between the shoulder blades. And warrior 2, 3 breaths. And Trikonasana, straightening the right leg. Let's come into half moon, and we're going to lift the left leg up. Back to Trikonasana, and we'll take 3 more breaths. And let's come all the way up, and we're in our wide-legged pose. We're going to reach the arms up, our little back bend to lengthen, and then forward fold. Let's go side to side with the legs, transverse lunges. And we're going to walk over to a right side lunge. And take a deep breath. And then over to a left side lunge. And back to the center. And let the head release in our forward fold. And let's come all the way up, reaching up. And warrior 2, turning our left foot out. And reverse, right arm down, left arm up. And now both arms reaching over to the left, rolling the chest open. And let's come into reverse again, right arm down, left one up. Now our fingertips come down or hover the hand down, right arm reaches up. And let's come into our warrior 2, 3 breaths. And Trikonasana, straightening our left leg and lengthening the right arm up. And half moon. Let's lift the right leg up. Come back to Trikonasana, and we'll take 3 more breaths. Let's come all the way up, and we're going to reach the arms up, and then take the right arm down to the right, left arm over, and over to the other side. And back to the center. We're going to clasp our hands behind us. Inhale, looking up, forward fold. 3 more breaths. And we're slowly coming up. We're going to bend the knees and pause as the chest lifts up, arms still behind us, like we're an umpire. And then we're coming all the way up into goddess, reaching up and bringing our hands together. And then we'll bring our arms open and close. And a few more. And let's hold for 3 more breaths. And inhale up, exhale downward dog, and take 3 slow breaths. Then we're going to come into our up dog, lengthening forward, looking up, and back to downward dog. And let's come into our pigeon pose. Right leg lifts up, bend the knee, roll the hip open, and we're going to bring the knee between our thumbs. And as we lengthen our left leg back, we're coming on our fingertips, looking up, and forward fold. And let's take 3 more breaths. And we're going to come back to our downward dog. And let's lift our left leg up, bend the knee, roll the hip open for pigeon, and bring the knee between our thumbs. And again, into our back bend, we're on our fingertips looking up, squaring the hips, and forward fold. And let's take 3 more breaths. And we're going to come back to our downward dog. And let's walk to the top of our mat. Come into a deeper forward fold. However that's comfortable for you. 2 more breaths. And we're going to come all the way up, reaching up, a little back bend. Hands to our heart. And let's take a few breaths, feeling the feet pressing down, rolling the shoulders down. And 1 more breath. We're going to come into our squat. And let's take a few slow breaths. And let's come down on our back. And we're going to roll down and bring our knees to our chest. And feel the spine lengthening as you rock a little side to side in both directions. Just kind of feeling the difference in your spine. And then happy baby as you press the hips down, pressing the back down. And we're going to put our left foot down and lengthen the right leg straighter. So if you want to take the left leg all the way down, both heels are extending, and relax your facial muscles. And take 3 more breaths. And then we're going to switch the legs. So we'll put our right one down and hold the back of the left leg, or hold the whole left leg. And if you can, stretch the right leg down on the mat, lengthening both through both heels, and a few slow breaths. And now let's release. And we're going to put both feet down on the mat so we could roll our hips up again. And maybe as we walk our shoulder blades closer together, we can hold our ankles or touch the heels, lift a little higher, and breathe deeply. 3 slow breaths. And let's roll the hips down. And we're going to come into our spinal twist. Knees roll to one side, head gently turns to the other. And feel free to close your eyes and feel the stretch. Notice the difference in your body. Feel the low ribs opening and closing with the breath. And one more deep breath. Let's shift the knees to the other side. And again, breathe. Feel the difference from one side to the other. And as your body continues to release tension, let the head turn a little bit deeper to that opposite side. And 3 more breaths. And we're going to come back to the center and bring our legs down for our final pose. Or find something comfortable. Maybe you'd rather have your legs come up in Viparita Karani. And let's place our back down so our shoulder blades are rolling together and our palms are facing upwards. And notice the spine as it presses into the floor and is held by Mother Earth. Feel the back of the head, the facial muscles, the tongue, and the jaw relax. Feeling the right shoulder and right shoulder blade, and tracing down through that right arm to the elbow, to the forearm, the wrist, and each finger, and the whole hand. And then the left shoulder and left shoulder blade, all the way down through the arm, the elbow, the forearm, the wrist, the fingers, and the whole left hand. And now we're feeling both arms pressing down. The breath coming into the belly, the mid-chest and the upper chest, the right hip, all the way down to the right knee, the calf muscle, the ankle, the right foot with the right big toe, second, third, fourth, and little toe. And now the left hip, down to the left knee, the ankle, the right big toe, left big toe, second, third, fourth, and little toe. And now the whole left leg, the whole right leg, the whole body. And as we slowly inhale, we're feeling this beautiful energy and vitality coming into our body, revitalizing every cell and molecule for good health. We're wishing peace for our homes, our families, our communities, and our brothers and sisters everywhere. And let's inhale more deeply and start to wiggle our fingers and toes. And we're going to reach our arms over our head and stretch and roll to the side. And let's come on up to our seated position. And we're going to bring our hands together to our heart and seal in our practice today. Let's take a deep inhale and sigh. One more time. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. And
Thank you.
Everybody, thank you. Thanks, Pam. Nice to see you. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.
Thanks so much, Marian. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
And warm, everybody.
Thank you, Marian. Thank you.
Bye, Miriam. Have a safe trip back.
Thank you. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.